Earth was born 4.6 billion years ago. In that long time, continents drifted, oceans opened and closed, life rose and then disappeared. Earth learned to adapt to change, but humans came too fast. If Earth's history is compressed into one day, we appear in the last few seconds. No long preparation, no slow adjustment, just sudden arrival followed by rapid expansion. Earth is not afraid of extinction. It has experienced 5 mass extinctions, each followed by millions of years of recovery. This time is different. Change is too fast. Forests disappear in decades. Oceans warm in a century. Species disappear before they understand what's happening. Dinosaurs left fossils. Volcanoes left rock layers. We left plastic, radioactive dust, and chemicals that never decompose. These traces will last longer than our existence. Earth never rejected humans. It gave us air, water, soil, and a climate stable like a miracle. The one that failed to adapt is not Earth, but us. Whether or not there are humans, plates will continue to move, volcanoes will erupt, oceans will rise and fall. Earth will learn to live without us. It just hasn't had time to get used to us yet. This is not a judgment on humans. It is a reminder on Earth's timeline we are still newcomers. Humanity changes the Earth not by numbers, but rather through speed. It took hundreds of thousands of years from the first stone tools to the first city. From the first city to changing the atmosphere, it only took a few centuries. On the scale of Earth's time, this is not evolution. Instead, it is a mutation. The past 10,000 years have been one of the rare stable phases of the Earth. As glaciers recede and climate stabilizes, civilization becomes possible. Yet within a few generations, we have ended this stability. It is not out of malice, but because we never believed that the Earth would respond. The Earth's response is not one of anger, only physics and chemistry. Ice melts because of rising temperatures. Sea level rise is due to volume expansion. Species disappear because habitats disappear. These are not warnings, they are results. In the story of humanity, we are always the protagonists. In the story of the Earth, we haven't even completed the prologue. The Earth does not need us. It simply allows us to exist. If humanity disappears tomorrow, satellites will fall, cities will collapse, the road will be consumed by plants. Tens of thousands of years later, only a thin, unusual geological layer will remain, a trace of a species that once existed. The Earth hasn't had time to adapt to us yet, but perhaps we still have time to learn humility. It's not about saving the Earth. It's about learning how not to destroy ourselves. On the timeline of Earth, we are new visitors. The problem is not what the Earth will become, but whether we will remain. Before we arrived, the world had been running for over 4 billion years. No purpose, no direction, yet complete. Mountains do not need names. Oceans do not need to be discovered. Life does not need to be understood. From the perspective of the Earth, humans are not a miracle, but rather the result of conditions aligning. Like oxygen, glaciers, and dinosaurs, we are just another experiment. Some experiments continue to exist. Others have been discontinued. We say we control nature, but what is truly being controlled is our dependence on stability. Electricity, food, the internet, climate. Let them be slightly out of balance, and civilization begins to tremble. The Earth does not remember empires, languages, or borders. It remembers pressure, temperature, composition, and how energy flows. If we can leave any name, it will be carved in stone. The adaptation of the Earth has never been about protecting any species. It simply continues to adjust until a new balance emerges. If that balance excludes us, the Earth will not notice this loss. When humans talk about the future, they refer to 10 years, 50 years, perhaps a century. The future of the Earth is measured in millions of years. On that scale, all our emergencies fade into silence. Perhaps the real question is not whether the Earth will get used to us, but whether we can accept that we are not the center. The Earth keeps spinning, neither fast nor slow. It never changes its rhythm because of us. In ages without observers, the world worked well. Day and night alternated. Tides rose and fell. The existence of anything did not require an audience. Meaning was never part of the earth. It only exists in human narratives. Rocks don't care about age. Oceans don't understand depth. Climate doesn't look for reasons. Because life is short, we believe it's important. For Earth, brevity is the norm. Earth won't miss any species. It didn't miss the dinosaurs. It didn't miss the trilobites. Disappearance is just a way for time to move forward. The only thing that makes humans different is that we know we will disappear, but knowing doesn't guarantee prevention. Earth has no anxiety, no deadlines, no countdown. It can wait for a species to end itself, slowly. If this were a conversation, Earth hasn't responded, not out of anger, but because it has no urgency. Earth hasn't had time to get used to us, and we are learning how to coexist with silence. Earth was never a stage waiting for us to appear. For billions of years, without names, without language, without observers, time moved on its own. Rock layers accumulated, oceans evaporated and returned, life emerged, flourished, and vanished without being recorded, without needing to be remembered. For Earth, existence itself was sufficient. It required no meaning, no justification, and no understanding. When humans appeared, Earth did not adjust its rhythm for us. There was no reserved space for intelligence, no safety margin prepared for civilization. We were not a slow continuation of nature, but a sudden insertion, too fast, too loud, out of sync with the chapters before and after. On Earth's timescale, we resemble less an era and more a disturbance. Change is not unfamiliar to Earth. Tectonic shifts, climate transitions, ecological reorganizations, all have happened countless times before. The difference is that those changes unfolded slowly, allowing lifetime to migrate, adapt, fail, and begin again. What humans introduced was not change, but compression, forcing processes that once took hundreds of thousands of years into a handful of generations. Earth can endure transformation, but it cannot process acceleration at this scale. If one day no living being remembers humanity, Earth will still retain evidence of our presence. Not stories, not civilizations, but an unnatural layer of sediment, plastic, heavy metals, radioactive elements, and an abrupt shift in carbon ratios. In Earth's language, these are not achievements, but anomalies, a jarring mark in the timeline. Earth does not feel disappointment toward humanity. Disappointment requires expectation, and Earth never expected us. It simply responds to the conditions we impose, using the most basic laws of physics and chemistry to deliver the calmest possible outcomes. Rising seas are not warnings. Climate instability is not punishment. They are feedback, neither benevolent nor malicious. When we speak of the future, we often believe we are addressing Earth. In truth, we have always been confronting ourselves. Earth will continue to function, with us or without us. What remains uncertain is whether humanity can learn to slow down before understanding how small it truly is. Before humans appeared, Earth had already undergone countless reorganizations. Continents split and merged, climates oscillated between extremes and balance, and life repeatedly experimented with new forms, failing, going extinct, and emerging again. None of this was considered a crisis because on Earth's timescale there is no concept of too late. Change itself is normal, and slowness is the way it operates. Humans believe they inhabit a world on the verge of collapse, but to Earth we are simply the first to accelerate change beyond a pace it has not yet adapted to. What distinguishes human civilization is not intelligence, but our ability to amplify our impact within an extremely short period of time. In just a few centuries, we redirected rivers, reshaped landforms, and altered the composition of the atmosphere. These actions are called progress in our own history, but on Earth's scale, they resemble a sudden stress test. Earth does not respond emotionally. It simply begins adjusting toward a new equilibrium. and whether humans are included in that balance has never been a requirement. We often interpret nature's responses as warnings, as if Earth were trying to send us a message. In reality, Earth has no language. Rising temperatures, melting ice, and ocean acidification are not conversations. They are outcomes. They do not occur to alert humanity, nor do they carry moral judgment. They simply follow fundamental physical laws, faithfully reflecting changes in conditions. It is humans who assign meaning to these outcomes, because we are the only species that requires explanation to contain fear. At some point in the future, when human civilization has become a thin line in the geological record, Earth will continue to function. New ecosystems will emerge atop the ruins, new species will adapt to new conditions, and human cities will exist only as brief anomalies in rock layers. To Earth, this is not an ending but an ordinary transition. The only difference is that this transition arrived unusually fast, and speed is the clearest signature we leave behind. Earth hasn't had time to get used to us, not because we are exceptional, but because we are fast. We have not learned how to exist across long durations, yet we have altered systems that require long periods to recover. In the end, Earth is not the one that needs to adapt, humanity is. If we fail to adjust our relationship with time, Earth will eventually return to its familiar rhythm, and we may become nothing more than a brief passage, quickly passed over.